us your questions. We'll give you our opinions. Tell us your stories. We'll give you our opinions. Read us from your diary. We'll give you our opinions. It's in my homosexual opinion. IMHO.
We'll just
We just say the podcast. Ready?
Wait. You count us in.
3, 2, 3, 2, 1.
The podcast! That's Brittany.
And that's Michael.
No, you're supposed to do the and I'm Brittany thing.
Oh.
Welcome to the show.
And boy, what a week we've had.
Yes. Well, first of all, we should address we are not normally the hosts of this show.
Oh.
They're not here.
Yes.
So we are filling in.
As them.
But we don't really do podcasts.
That's true.
Well, yeah, it's a little experiment. Yeah.
How are you doing?
Okay, good.
Your week was okay?
I'm good. Yeah. How was your week?
Oh, and we have two guests here today.
Oh my God.
Our
Thank you
guests
for
are
coming
here.
to our podcast.
We have two very special guests in the studio right now. Thank you for coming.
Wait,
Yeah.
I don't understand. We're told you 2:30. Did you dye your hair?
Yeah.
But our hair was the same color.
I know.
First you show up early,
know.
and then you dye your hair so we don't have the same color hair.
Ask us your questions. We'll give you our opinions. Tell us your stories. We'll give you our opinions. Read us from your diary. We'll give you our opinions. It's in my homosexual opinion. IMHO, the
Podcast. Hello, everyone. Welcome to IMHO, the podcast. That's Darby over there.
And I'm Darby.
And I'm Alexis.
Oh.
Joining us today are a couple of very funny people in that they are partners in comedy and romance. And one of them is my best friend from college's little sister.
And one of them is someone I just met.
Fun fact, me and her both have the same hair color, which is what I would be saying if the hair wasn't changed.
Really?
You may know them as Catfish Girl and that poor guy from TikTok, but we are thrilled to welcome to today's podcast, Brittany and Michael.
Thank you. Hi. Thank you for having us.
Yes, thank you.
Now, we have to start real quick by saying you and I had the exact same hair color. We were hair twins, and you've changed
What happened?
it. It's dark gray.
And
It was beautiful, by the way.
It was. Thank you so much.
It was crazy.
It was crazy. We giggled and like screaming because we put our hair
We
right
had never. It was like
onto each other.
seeing
It's
your
like-
own. It's like seeing
it
your
was
own
exactly.
twin.
Oh.
It was like the same, like
Adult
mousy, blonde, brown.
Dark. Well, I
Not
heard
mousy.
that. I heard that
I
it
always
was.
felt like it was mousy.
No. It's dark. It's extremely dark blonde.
Which is
and
what I
that's
did.
nobody tells us.
Which is what I did, but it's like
What?
dark brown.
That's brown.
Wait,
baby.
why did you do that?
Wait, you tried to do blonde and you ended up with this.
Sorry, I got a lifesaver in my mouth. I've been trying to pretend like I don't, but I just gotta crunch it.
You have to crunch it.
But I went for dark blonde.
But tell them why.
Wait, tell me why. Wait, is it a sexual thing?
Yes, it is.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it is.
No.
Wow.
It's because I got grays.
You got grays.
But like,
You
who
have all
cares?
gray.
Grey's Anatomy? I didn't know
I'm
that
all
show was still
gray.
on.
But like, I was like, oh, I'm just gonna get them.
I think
But
you
you
should
got
embrace
'em.
the gray, but
I
you
don't see the
are
gray.
very
I
young.
will embrace the
What
gray.
are you?
How old
20?
are you? How old are you? 20?
Like 18 or something.
18?
I met you when you were 15. The
13?
first time.
I was saying that to Michael today. I was like, was it 13?
I feel like you were 15. I don't think 13 is allowed to go on a train by themselves.
Oh yes, and I was so excited.
It's
about
the United States of America. Kids can do whatever they want as long as they have a gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you've always been a person to me. Do y'all ever have this? Sometimes you just laugh kind of not at, but like with, like
Yeah,
we're
I know,
just
yeah.
constantly giggling.
No, I've never experienced that. You may have noticed that there was a little bit of shenanigans happening before
Beforehand.
we started.
Not
and
sanctioned.
There's another 20 minutes of that.
Yeah.
So stick around to the end of the episode.
Stick around at the end of the episode to
because
see what you missed.
I'm excited. They seem both ashamed when we talk about it. So I can't wait to see what it is.
This is this.
Let's find out
this
together.
This is impressive cards.
It is. I can't wait to see how this came to be.
They're so
Find out.
tiny. Or did I get bigger?
Yeah, you've grown throughout this entire. We've all grown as people.
Michael, how are
Yes.
you?
Hey, good. Thank you for having me. I do have that, but when I met you, you both had that with each other.
Because we were discovering that we had the same hair
Yeah.
color.
Yeah.
Dark
So I watched
blonde.
you two have that relationship.
Michael's experienced it.
It's so funny. You randomly decided to move from New York to LA. What 2 years ago?
Almost 2 years ago. Yeah.
And they randomly lived
Thank you.
so close to me without even trying. And so we had coffee. But speaking of coffee, we have to get this out of the way.
Oh my God.
Darby,
Yeah.
go ahead. I need you to hear.
I yelled at an old white man today, and I feel alive. I feel more alive than I have in a very long time. I'm in a mental health valley, but right now I'm on top of a mountain. Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm throwing old white bitches off the top. Okay. And I'm not talking about myself. I'm the old white bitch that gets to stay there. Okay, so we go to Coffee Bean, right? I love my Coffee Bean.
That looks good. That looks good.
I'm not currently on medication, so I do a lot of caffeine, so I can feel really excited. And then I feel really nervous and I shut down. So anyway, I'm in the excited part. And Alexis had gotten there before I did, and she was waiting on my drink for me. Thank you for doing that.
You're welcome.
And I guess an old man, old white bald man, kind of dirty. He took his drinks out to his truck, his GMC something, and he spilled the drinks on his lap in his truck. And he came in screaming that it was the girl who made his drink's fault, that she didn't put the lid on right.
He kept saying, it's all over me and it's all over my leather interior. I mean, this is crazy. All over my leather interior. He said leather interior, I'm not kidding, 5,000 times.
Well, he paid extra. With the GMC, it's not guaranteed. So so I walk in right as he's leaving with the rags that the poor barista gave him to clean up his GMC. And I can tell the energy's off. And I go up to Alexis. She's got a huge smile on her face. And she's like, you just missed it. And I was like, I love yelling at old entitled people. Like, fuck, I did miss it. That sucks. Well, he had to come back in to return the rags. So there I am, standing by the door. I was about to exit when I saw him coming back in. I was like,
Can I add a little flavor before this next part? I'm in full drag.
Yeah.
I'm wearing this. She is in the tiniest little gay boy shorts.
I am,
Very skinny.
Doesn't my butt look great in these?
Absolutely. You have
Thank
a great
you
butt.
so much.
Cropped top.
Yeah.
Baseball cap and this full face of makeup.
Gorgeous face. Gorgeous face.
And so we're by the door. He
by the
comes
door.
back
He
in.
comes in. He
He's
comes
trying
in.
to place blame.
Back on the barista again, that it
Yeah.
was her fault when he clearly just spilled the drink in his car. Like, grow up. Anyway, I was like standing back because he was handing the rags back to a different barista, not the one he yelled at. And she's being so nice to him. And I'm like, oh, she can't be mean to him, but I bet she wants to be. So I'll do that for her.
Oh my God.
So I said, don't you ever talk down to people who are making your drinks. Don't you fucking do that. And then he's like, wow. And so we just kind of start going back and forth. And I'm like, a lid falls off. It happens. Like, you can't fucking yell at someone because you knocked a lid off. Fuck you. And at one point I did yell, get the fuck out of here and don't come back.
That's so crazy.
Anyway, so that happened for a little bit. And at one point he realizes that I'm a man in makeup and he goes, whoa, what are you? But it wasn't aggressive and it wasn't mean.
Yeah.
Honestly, it felt like curiosity, like a childlike wonder.
Yeah.
And I was like, you don't fucking worry about blah, blah. Anyway, so then we part ways and he yells out, you look great, by the way, which sounded sincere. So I said, thank you. And then so I think it's over because we can't see each other at this point. And then Alexis, out of nowhere, goes, well, not out of nowhere, but Alexis goes, and you look like you're about to die.
Oh my God.
He was so decrepit.
But I felt like we had come to this
It sounds
understanding
amazing.
that
It
this
took me
was
forever
insane.
to find my
To
voice.
find your voice, I know.
Because I wanted
we
to
gotta keep
so
it open.
be
We got to keep it going.
as courageous as her and speak up for those baristas. I did actually, in the midst of it, I went over to the one that he had the major problem with, and I was like, I'm so sorry. He should not have talked to you that way. Like, he was such a jerk. You don't deserve it. And she was like, yeah, he's always in here. We've been trying to get him to go somewhere else forever. Because
And I think
he's
I
a
did
dick.
that because I told him not
You
to
said
come
get the
back.
fuck. Yeah.
But he did when he handed his rag back. The thing that set me off was he said, and I don't want her ever making my lattes again.
He was a piece.
And that's when I was like,
shit.
you shut the fuck up. And yes, I came in too hot, and I understand that. but you have to match that energy.
Did you see any of? You didn't see any of him yelling at.
I did, and
saw
I
it.
told her about it.
funny.
No, she
I
did see the
walked
tail
in,
end.
I saw
She
the
felt
tail end. I
energy.
saw
Okay.
him like
Yeah.
leave all grumbly with rags in his hands.
Yeah.
And when I walked in, you know, like when someone just really kills the vibe. Like I walked into this room and that coffee bean had no spirit. It had no
Sucked.
soul.
And it always
was
does.
sucked out, and it always does. I
Yeah,
go
it was spirit.
too often. And he's like, I'm in here every day. Well, that doesn't give you a right to talk down to people, you old fuck. Anyway, Alexis ended it with, you look like you're going to die. And I think that's the funniest thing that's ever
Oh
happened.
my God.
It took
What
me a
did
while
he
to
do?
find my voice. He got in his car. I honestly think when he said, "You look great," by the way, I think his energy had turned and he was happy.
I think he
Wow.
realized he was being a
Because
little
I
ridiculous.
saw him before the spillage happened with the leather interior. He was waiting at the bar forever, talking so loud. I was very clearly ignoring him. And then he walked out with his 2 drinks in hand, and he was like, "Oh, I just checked my phone. I got another 70 points from today." And the poor sweet girl at the register was like, "Okay, that's great.
She's
Thank
one
you."
of the most beautiful people I've ever
She's
seen in real
beautiful.
life.
Yeah,
It's
we can't say
disgusting.
where. You know what's funny is right before that, when I was crossing the street, someone ran up to me and was like, "Excuse me, are you Alexis?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "I'm sorry, I'm just such a fan of you and Darby, and I live right there."
Was that your roommate?
He's my neighbor.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, his name's Jordan. Hi, Jordan.
Hi,
Nice to
Jordan.
meet
You know where she lives now.
We're gonna get lunch.
Let everyone know.
We're gonna get lunch.
Anyway,
and then I
do
ran
you
away
think-
because there was
so
a
many
light.
emotions.
Let me ask the white straight guy. Do you think?
Do you identify as white? Sorry.
Do you identify as straight? Mm-hmm. Do you
Yes,
think?
on all accounts.
Okay, don't say it too proudly. Okay, I want to. There's got to be some shame in there.
Yeah. I said yes, and I looked down right away. So
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you. So, do you think I was right, or do you think he was right?
I think you were right for sure. But it sounds like you came to a really nice point right before you jumped in, and it sounds. Seems like maybe you changed him. Maybe
You know,
Yeah.
Did you
to
change
quote
him?
Wicked for good. I hope he kills himself because I think ultimately that's the way he is. You know those old people who have their routines and they will be so nice to you until they are slightly inconvenienced and then they will burn your whole house down.
So mean.
And then they flip again and they're like, all right, well, you look great. Have a good day.
Yeah.
That's not a safe person.
Yeah, the
okay?
vibe-
That's
the-
John
True.
Voight energy.
The vibe
my
of
God.
him was, "I am alone. I can't talk to anyone, so I have to go to this coffee shop."
and why was
every
his
day
car
and
so
talk."
big when he was so small?
And why was the leather interior so important to him? Leather is
'Cause he
easier
paid
to clean
extra.
off.
It
than
really
cloth.
is. He should have been thankful.
You just wipe it off.
Yeah, you wipe it off.
Anyways.
if you had to put an age on him, what age would you place?
Oh, well, there's the
65.
age he was and the age he looked.
I would say he's 65.
He looked a clean 80.
Yeah.
A clean 80.
Well, dirty.
Brittany,
He looked
we've
dirty.
talked about like how there is that generation that their stuff is so much more important than anything else,
Oh my
and it's
God.
that like
Oh, yeah.
boomer generation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe even silent. My dad's a silent generation. That's the generation before boomers.
That's why they're so quiet. They got all their stuff.
My dad is not
Talking
quiet.
to it.
My dad is not silent.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He should be.
Well, he will be soon, hopefully.
Yeah.
He's shitting himself to death.
Oh my God.
But it's taking forever. Okay, tell us more about you. So
Yeah.
you've been doing TikTok for how long?
You're content
I didn't even know that you knew each other, and I was such a big fan.
Oh,
Really?
yeah.
Oh, wow.
I was a,
That's exciting.
I was a huge fan. I got so excited when I found out that y'all lived so close to her, and then it took over a year for me to be introduced.
That's
I know.
crazy.
Whose fault was that?
Oh, it's mine.
Yours.
It was, you know what? I am in the mental health valley. That's me. I wasn't ready to meet people.
It was the old white guy's fault.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
I think his name was
intervened.
Steve. Yeah.
He was silent. He was silent.
Yeah, he was silent, and that was
Yes,
the
the
problem.
silent generation
That was the
should have been.
problem. Yeah. How long have you been doing TikTok?
Like 4 years.
Yeah.
4 years.
So senior year is where we're at.
Oh, senior year of TikTok.
That's what I
Oh,
was
Yeah.
looked
Yeah.
at.
And
stuff,
then you
yeah.
graduate and you go to TikTok college?
Yep.
Yes.
Do you have senioritis, though?
Yeah,
Very
I
much
think so.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I just read a Blue Sky article that was entitled
Blue Sky.
Don't Ever Try to Monetize Your Hobby. Did this start off as a hobby for you?
No.
That's interesting. Well, a thing really quick,
Whoa,
a really
fight,
quick.
fight,
wait, a
fight,
really
fight.
quick thing about hobbies. There's like 5 different hobbies that each like a person should have to have a well balanced life. I was just reading about this.
Wait, really?
Oh,
Yeah,
tell,
yeah, it's
tell.
interesting. Oh,
What are your 5?
off the top of the dome, it's like something physical, something that you get paid for. That's part of them, and then something that is creative. Let me look at it.
Oh no, she's panicking. No, don't worry.
But I love that because it's true. Like working out should be a hobby. It shouldn't be your whole life.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry that it is my whole life. You know, I'm just, you don't make gains unless you put in the work.
Yeah.
Okay. Currently, I'm in my bulk session. I've been in my bulking era for a while now.
Yeah.
And when I decide to cut, I will. It's just not where I'm at right now.
The ripping and the tearing?
You're not
the ripping
cut-
and the tearing, right?
I am, in fact, circumcised. Is that what you were asking?
Yeah.
Yeah, I am. And I thank God for it. Listen, I love an uncircumcised penis. Am I right? But I don't think I wasn't a clean child. And I just worry, I think my dick would have fallen off.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I got the
what was it?
hobbies.
Oh, good.
Oh, you have it?
There's a hobby to make money, hobby for physical fitness,
Okay.
creative hobby,
Yeah.
hobby for knowledge,
Oh.
and then a hobby for positive mindset. So that's like journaling, meditation stuff.
So it's like well-balanced life. Is
Yeah,
it just
that's like
get
a
those
nice-
things?
Yeah, I guess so.
You know what's my old therapist who I broke up with because I saw too much of her ceiling told me that really kind of like revolutionized how I thought about journals?
Yeah.
For real. I saw her head and then ceiling. And that's all I ever saw of her.
Popcorn ceiling.
Who sits like that?
It was
No, but it was
Oh.
slanted. It was slanted. Which was
God.
yeah. Anyway,
Metaphor.
she's dead to me now, but she did help me out a lot, and I thank you, Ariel. Anyway,
Oh my gosh.
I had to call her Ariel too, and that was difficult for me because Ariel is my favorite Disney princess after my other favorites. So anyway,
They're my other favorites.
so there's a layer. There's a layer. Anyway, but one thing she said, because I was like, I just can't sit down and journal. I know that it helps, but I just can't do it. And she's like, okay, I know you like to write down things in a physical calendar, which I do. She's like, why don't you, instead of journaling this is how today went, why don't you just start putting plus signs or minus signs or numbers on each calendar day at the end of the day or maybe the next day when you're reflecting, and it could just be like you know what, I did have a really good day yesterday. I had a plus day, or I had a 8
Cartoon
out of 10.
valleys.
Yeah. And
That's
honestly, that's a form of journaling I had never considered.
That's
nice.
amazing.
I know.
And
I
then-
don't do it, and that's why I am suffering. But
Speaking of mental health, that's something I never used to be able to do a long time is journal or sketchbook or anything. I just have all these unfinished journals. But now that I'm on Celexa 20 milligrams, maybe
It
I should
helps.
try it again.
it helps. Yeah.
It's fun to be able to like see the last week, like if you're like all happy plus signs. Like have you
That's never
like
happened.
that?
That's never happened.
Or like
But
if you're like, oh, it's been negative.
honestly,
a long
that's
time.
what makes the funny.
Yeah.
You know, when people say you're so funny, how do you get it?
Oh yeah, negative.
It's tragedy. Tragedy plus time equals what? A serial killer.
What are your tragedies?
Yeah. Have you ever seen anyone die?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm so sorry. Go ahead.
What if I just started
No, we're not supposed to talk about it.
and just laid on this? You
Here,
guys
come
all
lay on the crying grass.
Do you? Well, how
The
about this?
crying lawn.
Yeah, touch grass.
It's
Touch grass
nice.
and then become one with.
So
nature.
when did your TikTok took off? I assume
Yes.
is it a particular video?
There's been so many that have gone viral.
But what was
yeah,
the
what was
one
that
where
initial
you
question?
were?
Catfish.
Catfish girl.
Okay, I'm home early from work and I'm about to scare the crap out of my girlfriend in the bedroom. Brittany, what the fuck?
Okay, I know this looks really crazy, but I can explain this.
What the hell are you dressed like?
A catfish.
Is that an OnlyFans?
Yeah.
There's like 2 million people watching.
Okay.
Yes, that's our
so
biggest
funny.
one still, and that was early on. But it was definitely not a hobby. We were in New York
That was the question.
doing comedy, and things were shut down because of COVID. So then it became an outlet to do
Yeah.
comedy stuff, and then luckily there was an audience. And it is weird to make a video sometimes, like a video that we wouldn't even say was funny, but more people watched it than 10 years of doing live comedy.
Oh my gosh.
You know,
Yeah, we're like live comedy. There's like 10 people in the audience. You know.
or
Who are
40,
alive.
50.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, one video can reach so many more people.
So what you're saying
nice.
is COVID was a really positive thing, and we should do it again.
Oh yeah.
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 That's what we're
Yes.
saying.
That's what we always say too.
mark it down.
Yeah.
IMHO took off because of COVID.
Yeah, I
because
feel like
everyone
that was a
stuck
parallel that we
inside.
had. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Because we
Yeah.
didn't have anything to do, so we were just like, okay, we'll be in each other's bubble.
And I didn't lose anyone I cared about, so I
Yeah.
loved it. COVID was great.
That was great. That was great.
Oh my gosh.
And you've been doing it full time now, full time content creation for how long?
Maybe since we moved here, almost like 2 years.
That's
We've been able
incredible.
to pay rent and stuff.
Yeah.
Now,
Oh, what's that like?
yeah, we're still trying to figure that out.
I mean, we have a
it's tough.
1 bedroom without central air. So
Oh, it's that
we're not.
tough.
what did you say?
We have a
Without
one
what?
central air.
Why?
I know.
We have a window unit.
Do you know about climate change?
Yeah, it's hot.
Oh,
It's been hot.
oh, buddy.
So that's why we're living
mean,
the
you-
dream, but
Yeah. Well, you're
Someone
Portuguese,
else's dream.
but
what?
or from Florida. Can you like you can wait, what like
What
You're
the hell?
Portuguese.
You always
What?
say-
You're from Florida.
yeah,
Walk
so
me
you
through
can
that.
like
Are you Portuguese or Floridian?
I'm both. I am both.
Nice. Bye.
I'm half Portuguese and I'm 100% Floridian.
Oh.
You
Yeah.
always and
So-
you always will be.
Yeah.
like,
Derogatory or just you're from Florida?
No, he knows what he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm
yeah.
I'm used to the heat, but it is really hot.
It's really hot.
Used to the heat, but you can't get out of that kitchen.
Do you
Exactly.
prefer the climate here though? Because it's a dry heat here.
100%.
Yeah.
baby.
100%.
I
Yeah.
agree. I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wet.
And we don't miss the winter of New York.
Oh, I don't like
Can
that.
I ask you, your first winter here, did you get a thrill as I did going onto an Instagram, perhaps during a winter month, and you see your old friends in your old hometown and everything's gray and everyone looks so cold? Does it not bring you a sexual satisfaction that you've never felt before?
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I would say so. I mean,
Thank
yeah.
you. Thank you.
Oh.
No,
I don't-
listen,
I don't
stop.
miss
Don't
slushing
take it
around.
any further than that. That's too
It's just like
Let's do that
you
at the same
zoom
time.
in on it. Yeah.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
well, speaking of,
I need a second. Can we just sit with that in the room?
yeah.
No, it's too much. Go ahead, Alexis. I apologize.
No, well, speaking of dark and cold and gray and misery, people write into us because they are in a dark, cold, and gray place. And what we do is we offer our
We're their last
opinions.
resort.
We offer advice. And so we've invited you here today to help with that. But before we do that, we've got to see if you're up to the task. We just have to make sure that you guys can sort of like, what's that Prince of Egypt song? Hanging with the big boys now.
Oh my gosh.
So we're going to do a little bit of a
accent.
test.
Yeah.
We're doing a little bit of a test. I'm calling the test the hoax, the homosexual opinion aptitude exam. Now, these are just questions for us to kind of test your knowledge on advice and opinions and just sort of where you are mental health.
Because you're not
wise.
gay, so we don't know
Yeah.
what to expect.
Do you want to start with a question, or I have
No,
one?
no,
I
no.
can
You've
go.
got one ready.
Okay,
Let's
okay.
do it.
All right. Now, Michael and Brittany.
Yes.
Everyone has seemingly believed that Justin Timberlake was the superior and sinkest.
Oh my God.
But with recent news being what it was, who
down, Streety.
rightfully deserves that title of goatist and sinkifier?
This could not be more of a perfect question for Brittany, who is obsessed with one member of NSYNC that is not Justin Timberlake.
Everyone's favorite. My
Yes.
favorite, for
The best
sure.
one.
I think he was gay, young gay people's favorite.
Oh my God.
And I think he's aging
That
so
jawline.
weird.
He really
I
is.
love it. No, I love
I
it.
know.
Okay, but go into the lore because you actually were telling me about the JC lore.
When?
About the
Oh,
album.
yes. Oh, yes. Okay. He had a whole album called Schizophrenic or Schizophrenia. And a lot of people were
That
really.
aged well.
And it did. Yeah. The thing is, like, people were like, that's really offensive.
Oh, we should have called it bipolar disorder.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
should have. I mean, he could go back and edit if he wants, but he's in a straight jacket with like black hair. And
Ooh, that's not good.
but
But the vocals, though.
yeah, the vocals are so good. He called it schizophrenic or whatever he called it, schizophrenia or whatever, because it's so many different genres of music in the CD. He didn't want to just pick. He's got rock, he's got funk, he's got just a little bit of reggae.
You were all in on this. You were all
baby.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Wow.
love
Have you
him.
ever met him?
No.
One day.
I hope.
JC, first of all, thank you for being a patron. Really appreciate it. And secondly, what I meant about you aging weird was just, isn't it weird how I'm so attracted to you despite the fact that your face is changing in such a weird way?
I saw a Backstreet Boy in the mall.
Which
What?
one?
Which
Which
one?
one?
The Westfeld Mall.
Aaron Carter's dead. Ugh.
And it wasn't him.
Well, he wasn't in it.
And it was Brian Luttrell.
Oh,
He's my favorite.
I liked him too.
I know, I knew you would.
He
Yeah.
did
I
cancer?
liked him
he
too.
did cancer?
No,
He's got
do?
a voice thing.
He's
I
got a
think.
voice
He did
thing.
voice?
Oh no,
No, he like can't sing or something.
Julie Andrews.
Julie
Oh,
Julie
Nodules.
Andrews.
Adele.
Nodules.
He's a
Adele.
Yeah,
Do you think Adele is Julie Andrews?
Adele, remember she had to have surgery because she
Clarkson.
couldn't sing for a really long
Well, yeah,
time.
because
Oh yeah. Kelly Clarkson couldn't do a concert because she was screaming or something during,
What, really?
like belting. It was like earlier on.
Oh, and she learned.
Yeah.
Because now her voice
now
is
her
a
voice is
steel
crazy.
trap.
I want to
Yeah,
know
it's
how
nuts.
she's done what she's done.
Those Christmas songs are nuts.
I gotta say, I thought she was a lesbian for the longest time, and I was so bummed when I found out she was straight.
I think
but then I
that's a
felt better about it
Mandela.
because she also seems bummed that she's straight.
Yeah, well, no, she certainly does now.
Yeah.
I remember that too. I feel like that was a Mandela effect. I feel like it was
Yeah.
Sinbad, the movie.
Yeah. I met Nelson Mandela. Isn't that weird?
You did?
Yeah. And Morgan Freeman.
Wow.
When I was
what
in high school. Oh, it's bad. It's bad. This is bad. This is not aged well. Honestly, it didn't. It wasn't a good idea from day one.
Did you
But
yell at them?
I How dare you, Nelson Mandela? No, I grew up in Memphis, Tennessee, but I grew up in the suburbs. And so Memphis is one of the most segregated cities in the world. Like, it's awful. And you're smiling really big for that.
Oh my god. Yeah,
Segregated, and she went,
Okay. Can I be honest? I was thinking about how good I'm doing. I'm working on not interrupting, and
isn't that tough?
and I was smiling because I was like, I'm not interrupting her right now. I'm so sorry.
y'all, do you want to hear something insane? We got into a big fight the other day. And so last night, I was trying to compose a text to her that was like thoughtful and kind, but also like we have a job to do, and like, how do we talk this through? So I was in my notes app, like writing out like drafts and reading them to my husband. I was like, does this sound like nice? Like, am I being kind? Anyway, today she tells me, by the way, the notes app that you were writing your apology in, I have access to.
God, it was
Oh
one
my
that I
God.
sent her.
It was a shared notes app.
I didn't see it till after, but when I did see it, I was like, that's hilarious.
Yeah. So she was, anyway,
Anyway, Nelson Mandela.
Nelson Mandela. So Nelson Mandela was coming to town, and Morgan Freeman was introducing him, and he was just speaking. And it was obviously like, I don't know if it was Black History Month, but it was obviously like a Black centered event. And they decided to have the best school choir in all of Memphis be there to sing for Nelson Mandela. So they chose us, a basically 99% white school. So it's this huge event. Nelson Mandela, Morgan Freeman, all of the like well-known hard worker, like Black advocates in Memphis, Tennessee, and then a bunch of white high school kids. And from the jump, I knew it was wrong. I knew we were making a mistake, but I was a child.
What did you sing?
Yeah. Something from
You know what's
schizophrenia.
so exciting is that, yeah, I felt a little schizophrenic because we had a bunch of different. Did we sing the Black National Anthem? Of course we did. Of course we did. Did a bunch of white kids sing it to a room full of Black people? Absolutely. Absolutely. And then did we sing a few more spirituals? Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Does it feel right? No. No, it doesn't feel right at all. Did it happen over 20 years ago? Yes, it did. So let's move on.
Is there
It's
a
one of
video? A video of it?
I hope not. If there is, destroy it.
Yeah.
That was a bad choice made by some bad people.
Can I put forth a theory as to why maybe you thought Kelly Clarkson was gay?
Please, yes.
Because
this will count in
she
your
was-
hoax interview.
She was introduced to us alongside Justin Guarini. And they were like, remember they did a movie together?
Justin to Kelly.
And I don't know if he's gay. Maybe
No.
he can.
But there was so much speculation.
There was.
So I don't.
No, he's not.
Maybe there's something gay about the two of them together, even though they're both straight.
Yeah, because why
Together they're
can't
gay.
those two
He's
kids
so-
get together? And
He's
when
so
they are
femi
together,
and she's so masculine, and we don't expect those out of our straight idols,
Our American Idols.
our American straight.
Oh my God.
You really said something with that. Darby, do
Okay.
you?
Yeah, I have a question.
You have a question?
This is actually written down ahead of time, and I'm not making this up.
Okay.
You guys are doing great.
You're doing so good.
Thank you so much.
Have you ever said faggot?
No, I definitely haven't.
I did in a play written by a gay man who wanted me to say it a bunch.
Wait.
Okay, well
what
then
was
that
the
you get a
playwright?
pass. Then you get a pass.
David Mamet.
What was it?
I wish it was. I don't remember his name.
What
Oh,
was
was it
called?
like a
What was the play?
student?
What was the
It
play?
was like a bunch of one acts.
Oh, yeah, well, of course. All of those are basically the subtitle of every one act is faggot. I love that idea. If I was a student writer, I'd make every straight person I know say faggot, and I'd keep that footage.
Yeah, we apologize if it's triggering to anyone, but we like the use of that. We
word.
like to reclaim the use of that word, even though technically I am no longer one. But I did the legwork.
You did so much legwork and mouth work and butt work on occasion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think from these two 1.5 faggots,
Yeah,
I think we forgive you.
yeah. I
Right?
forgive you. And if the answer ever changes for you, you're dead to me.
Even if I'm in a one act
Wait.
that you wrote.
Wait. I was about to say written by a student. And then you said I wrote it, which means I look young enough to be a student. So, okay, you're forgiven. You know what? Say it right now.
Yeah, scream it.
Oh.
No.
Okay, before we screen that, I do have another question. Okay, now, all right, this one is for Michael.
Oh.
He's gonna say it. He's gonna say it.
Michael, you appreciate Michael, you appreciate a game of basketballs. What makes a good basketeer, and what makes a good comedic joke, and are there parallels?
Oh my gosh.
Wow. What makes a good basketball player?
Performance, yeah.
Performance.
You know, basketball. I think I like that sport most because it is entertainment. I think it's like more entertaining because you could see the players, you get to know the players, you get to know all the drama between the players.
How do you get to know them?
He
Well, you
loves
know
basketball,
that,
by the
like,
way. So
Center?
This guy, yeah, kind of, or Instagram.
Nice.
These two used to be on the same team, but they don't like each other anymore. And now they're playing against each other, and they're really going at each other.
Johnny and
Sam
Billy.
Cassell and
Tom
Hakeem Olajuwon.
Haslett.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
exactly.
yeah.
So there's and a good basketball player is very entertaining with the dunks and the 3-pointers.
and,
do
so
and dunks hurt.
and dunks hurt. So it is like comedy.
It gets your wrist.
It hurts.
And people don't tell
Yeah, you
that.
hurt your wrist.
People don't tell you
Yeah,
that.
and your hand. So
Or Michael Jordan.
or Michael Jordan
Poor
or
guy.
Lauren Michaels to
Poor Lauren
connect
Michael.
them together.
Oh, you know his wrists are fucked.
Yeah, from dunking.
From dunking on those fools.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So they are similar because comedy should be entertaining.
Oh yeah.
Wait, hang on. You actually gave a good answer. We were just waiting on you to like,
This is the
sorry, but to
exam.
double dribble.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry, I know a thing. Can I tell you a story so that we
course.
can connect?
touch.
Oh my God, your arms are so long. You're tall. He's so attractive in person.
is that why you get? Is that why you like basketball? Because you're tall? Answer her question when she asks it.
Is that why? It's because you're tall? Okay, no, let me tell my story. I don't care about that answer, but can I tell you my story? Okay. I grew up in a basketball household.
Really?
My mother grew up in Memphis, so my mother was a big
Grizzlies.
Memphis Grizzlies didn't come to Memphis until I was in college, but the University of Memphis Tigers were at their like top. Anthony Hardaway played for the University of Memphis Tigers and then went on to play for the Orlando Magic, and he was like the second coming. And my mom,
Wait, Penny Hardaway.
Penny Hardaway.
Wow. Okay.
Anthony Penny Hardaway.
Oh, cool.
And my mom was so obsessed with him that when we were in high school, his real estate agent went to our church, and I went to a mega church, like
Oh my
angels dropping from the ceiling and shit. And she met the realtor, and the realtor told her the address. I was like, well, that's where he lives if you want to go like look at his house.
Oh my God.
So we went to his house. We sat outside his house forever. There was like security guards kept coming in and out until finally they brought out the trash. And my mom and my twin brother got out of the car and dug through Anthony Penny Hardaway's trash and took 3 Nike boxes.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Were there shoes in them?
No.
Oh,
But just that like these had Anthony Hardaway's fucking shoes in it. Anyway.
That's
but
crazy.
That's basketball.
You know why else that connects us too? Because I'm from Florida and he came to play for
in Orlando.
Florida.
Oh, we were Orlando like Orlando
Yeah.
Magic. Oh, and my twin brother lives in Orlando now.
Oh,
Do
wow.
you know him? His name is Grant.
Grant, yeah.
Oh, you do? He loves basketball. Have you ever dunked with my brother?
Yeah.
your
yeah,
jacket.
that's amazing. I don't know why you're laughing when you say it.
I can't dunk
weird.
and I've never met him.
You all, the other connection too is you guys have both like been a part of a mega church.
You were
Like,
mega church?
No, well your mom.
Light.
Oh, I guess.
Not a mega church.
Oh,
Okay,
well,
sorry.
I have no interest then. Unless you've actually been mega church, you won't understand it.
Darby, your coat actually, you look like you are a basketball.
Oh.
But like a chic, skinny basketball.
If I were a basketball, I would be a women's basketball.
Spalding.
That
yeah,
would be a women's
WNBA.
ball thing.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a little bit
Because-
smaller.
They're a little smaller, and I think it makes the game a little harder.
Mm.
I think a smaller basketball is more difficult.
Well,
Did you ever play a sport, Brittany?
I'm being pro-woman here.
I like the points. Yeah.
What'd
I
you
played
play?
basketball. Love basketball. I could
You
do
did?
it between the
At
legs.
your height? What'd you do?
I was
Wandered around.
No, what did I do? What did I say?
Guys,
Wandered around.
guys wandered around.
I went through. I
I
remember.
wandered through basketball for all of high school.
What did I? What's the lead role?
Pointer.
The point
guard,
Point
yeah.
guard.
Point guard. I played the point guard, and yeah, I was okay. When I was really good. I was actually really good in practice, but when the game started, I got so nervous. Twice in one game, I went the wrong way, and people were screaming like "Brittany!" So I was thinking they were like congratulating me.
Oh,
But I just kept going. Then I like did one of these nervous shoots.
that's your
like,
trauma. That's why you're a comedian now.
That's my biggest
You know what?
trauma.
That's actually a really good follow-up question. What do the two of you think? This is my final hoax question.
Oh.
What do the two of you think about trans women in women's sports? Annie, can we close up on both of their faces? Go ahead.
it's such a
Wait, what do we think about it?
Yeah. Do you support it?
Yeah.
we support it.
Yeah, we
Okay,
support it,
good.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, good answer.
Well, speaking of queer, we
Love
just
seeing the panic in Michael's eyes. He's like,
we have one final question in the hoax.
Oh,
we
good.
do.
This is
Homosexual
fun. This is fun.
opinion
Okay.
aptitude exam.
yeah.
And this question is for each of you. What is your most homosexual opinion?
I like sunken living rooms. What does this mean?
It can mean anything you want. It can mean if you have an opinion that is for homosexuals that you'd like to share with them. If you have an opinion that the
About
straight
a homosexual.
should know. Or if you just have an opinion, we can connect it to homosexuality.
We're really good at that.
I'm
I have one then, I think.
okay.
It's Michael's opinion.
I think that everyone should be able to drink whatever alcohol drink they want. Because I like to drink like pina coladas and like frozen drinks and
Oh no, this is a great this is
This
a
is
great
good.
point.
and so sometimes I get a lot of looks
Flack.
and stuff, and like even bartenders sometimes will be, or if Brittany and I are together, obviously they'll a waiter or waitress might assume it's for Brittany
Or await them.
or await them.
Thank you.
Yeah, or yes.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just think that we should break down that barrier.
It is
Okay,
so
that's
silly
very Justin
because-
Guarini of you.
Yeah, that's
It
good.
is so silly because I remember being little and it kept me from like, I don't want to order the girly thing. They're going to know. Or just if you're it the other way. Yeah, that's
When
annoying.
I first started drinking, what was your first go-to drink? What was your this tastes okay?
Oh, vodka pineapple.
Mine was a Malibu and pineapple.
Ooh.
Is that not the sweetest? Malibu rum and pineapple juice?
Yeah, that's sweet.
Diarrhea.
I love margaritas, so that was probably.
That makes sense.
A margarita's a good one. I feel like that's
Yeah, margarita's good.
gender neutral.
But then a frozen margarita is even
What would
better.
happen if you had one margarita and then you got two margaritas?
He'd get.
What about three margaritas?
He'd get.
And that's like a song, right?
Oh,
It's a TikTok
Oh,
reference.
it's a TikTok reference. Yes.
Brittany, what was your first go-to drink and what's your most homosexual opinion? Unless they're the same thing.
Ooh.
my go-to drink when I was littler.
When you first
Yeah,
started
when you
drinking.
First started drinking.
I'm really trying to scrape my brain.
Just because alcohol
think
tastes so
it's-
bad, I think we all pick something sweet.
I remember rum chata came out, and I was so excited about
Yeah.
that because it was like a cinnamon toast crunch, right?
I do
It's
love
still-
rum chata.
yeah.
I do
But
love
there's,
rum
it's like milk.
And
There was
Four
a,
Loko.
there was a shot
I didn't do that
at a
actually.
bar we used to work at called Bar Redacted. There was a shot that was like some sort of rum chata in something else, and it looked milky, and they called it "cum in the bathtub," and I always got it.
Come in the bathtub.
Yeah.
I have to come laying down.
What's your most homosexual opinion?
Wait. Okay.
You come laying down. I'm just kidding.
No.
Well, wait. I'm bisexual. Is this like a tie? Yes.
Wait,
I feel like that's
We
also.
accept and allow bisexuals here.
I
Okay.
love bisexual women and their
It can be a
husbands.
bisexual opinion again.
That's amazing.
Go ahead.
I feel like maybe a bisexual opinion is very undecided, which I have a hard
y'all
time
do
making
have to
decisions.
eventually make up your minds in God's eyes.
Well, my birthday's the same as Liza Minnelli's. That's just a
way.
fact.
What
She
day is that?
shook my hand.
March 12th. Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Because you brought her up before, and I was like, oh, this might be good.
Liza?
Yeah, Liza.
Kidding?
The Liza.
So what's your
No.
opinion on Liza?
Oh, go ahead.
Oh,
What's
I
your
love
opinion?
Liza.
Okay,
Do you know
That's
that
good
she
idea.
made her movie debut in the good old summertime? Her mom, Judy Garland, and her dad, Vincent Minnelli, who was also bisexual. I guess I should say it to the bi person. Hang on, let me take that back. Who was also bisexual.
Oh.
Yeah, and they met on Meet Me in St. Louis, and then she made her premiere as like her daughter, her infant daughter, in that movie.
Oh my
Interesting.
God, that's cute.
Did
I saw her in real life once. She's wild.
Is she little?
Yeah, tiny.
She was sitting down, so I couldn't tell.
Her mommy was 4'11".
She's yeah.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah, Judy Garland, Kristen Chenoweth.
They
Sabrina
stunted their growth.
Carpenter.
They used to stunt their growth, right, in the old Hollywood
Yeah.
days to keep
No,
them small.
not her. She's just tiny.
Oh,
Back then,
fabulous.
everyone was tiny. Gene Kelly was like 5'2".
I know that's why everyone in
Gene
show
Kelly's
business will never succeed because we're so tall.
Yeah, but we can dunk.
But thank God we're both so, thank God we're both so skinny. We'll never hurt our wrists.
Would you
We're
two
point
excuse
guards.
us for 1 second? We just have to confer on these hoax results.
Wait, what was your bisexual? Oh, Liza Minnelli. Thank
Okay.
you.
So Darby, what do you
Please
think?
don't listen. Okay.
Yeah,
This
please.
makes it really hard to talk about.
Oh,
if you don't
okay.
listen.
Yeah. What do you
we
think?
talk
Do you
over
think
each
they're
other?
okay with? Do you think they're okay to hear some advice stories?
I honestly I did expect them to be good at it, and I'm going to be honest. I am a fan.
Yeah.
I followed them for a long time.
Yeah.
I don't understand their lifestyle, but I love that I get to experience it.
Yeah.
Hearing that she's bi definitely makes me feel a lot more confident.
Safer.
And hearing that he's Justin Guarini straight, honestly, is basically like being bi. So I'm ready for them to take some questions.
Okay, cool.
What do you think?
I think so. And do you mind?
Yeah.
Do you mind if I just have a moment alone with Brittany, real quick?
Oh my God, no, not at all. I'm
Yeah.
actually going to have just a real quick moment with Michael, if you
Okay.
don't mind.
All right.
Okay.
Brittany,
Are you guys-
Michael,
are you guys
Brittany,
we are
does your family know you're
so
bi? Because this is
impressed
worldwide.
with how
this podcast.
open-minded you are, because we know it can be
And-
difficult, especially in the
I
comedy
mean, don't
world.
think
Yes,
they
I-
listen.
Because
I don't
most
think
of
they
the straight
listen,
male
even though
comedians
Sam
I've
is my
met
best friend.
have
That's
been
your
very
sister.
like, "Oh, I can't
One of my
just
best.
listen to this
all
one.
people.
She's
You can't
gonna
say
listen to
anything
this one.
anymore."
She's gonna be on someday.
You
I
don't seem
really
to
want
be
to pick
like
her brain
that.
about
No.
Where do you think that came from?
About what?
About her job. One of her jobs.
Where did it come from for
also-
me?
Yeah, like
You
how
gotta
do you
be-
find
she's a
that
homeowner.
strength?
Did you ever see that?
to
He's a
not care
homeowner.
Do
of
they
what
know
other
about
people
that?
think, and you can just keep
Who,
moving
they?
on.
Oh, yeah.
You can be
Yeah,
woke,
we've
and you
talked
can be
about it.
open-minded and still be
cool.
funny. Where's that come from?
Yeah, I don't know what to do with
Was
this.
it a big deal to
No,
come out to
Justin
that?
no,
Kelly.
it wasn't.
Yeah,
Say
it
it's
comes
from
from
watching.
It wasn't like a big
It
moment. I
comes
think
from
it's just like
Justin.
a conversation.
It goes to
Yeah.
Kelly.
Then it goes to Kelly.
and then it comes right to me.
Yeah.
I feel like
has
I feel
to
like
go
was-
to
I feel
Kelly
it was-
Crow.
Courtney's a
Otherwise,
little
you don't
bit
get that
Yeah, I
high
think so.
energy
Yeah,
that
yeah.
you need.
She said
Um,
that,
and I
I
have to
feel like
admit,
it's been like a. Oh
I
yeah,
did
that's
hear you
just
talking a little
me.
bit,
Yeah.
and
But it wasn't
I heard
like
you
a.
say Justin.
I'm gonna
I was like Justin
say
Guarini, and I
something.
think
Yeah.
I might
Was
take
it
that
then
and run
kind of
with it.
embarrassing to
Just
say, I
the
have a
Justin
boyfriend?
Guarini of comedy.
I honestly think you should.
Okay,
And
cool.
I would love to see you play a little Dr. Pepper.
So Darby,
What?
I think should we tell them the results?
Yeah.
Of the hoax? You're
You're
ready to
in.
hear some
You're
questions.
in.
Yeah,
Whoa, what
you're
was
in.
the score?
Now
And
you're
also, we believe in bi.
You do?
Yeah, we recognize bisexuality here.
Yeah. Today.
Okay, so now we're gonna do some listener
I've
questions.
been watching a lot of bi MMF porn.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Do you want to read this first one? Because,
I would love to.
or maybe, yeah, you read this first one.
Okay. Ooh. Okay. This is from a viewer who has no psychologist, and they need us.
Yeah.
I did something, Alex. I'm sorry. Such a piece of shit.
No.
I should just kill myself. Oh, I found it.
Oh.
Hey, Alexis and Darby, and Michael and Brittany. I saw you at Disneyland. You were at Disneyland? I saw you both at Disneyland on Thursday night around 11 p.m.
What were you doing? What were you doing?
I hate this. You were heading toward the exit, and I was just standing by the Emporium like IMOG, wearing an Ed Hardy shirt. I'm obsessed. I got too shy to say hi, and I didn't want to stop y'all, but I totally wish I had. Also, I did not realize Darby was that tall. LOL. Should have asked for a pic. You both are awesome. Eduardo.
Aw.
What do you think?
Wow.
Is this? Wait. What? Wait. What?
So we give our opinions on that. They write in and we give our
We
opinions.
give our opinions.
I think
So,
that's
like,
nice.
I think it's so nice. And he had an Ed Hardy shirt on, which I don't care if he was
Yeah.
wearing it earnestly or ironically. Both are okay with me.
I have a friend who is HIV positive, so he wears a lot of Keith Haring stuff.
Because
And
his
he-
parents keep buying him Keith
Yeah.
Haring stuff.
But he always
We're okay with it, darling.
yeah. But he always says, thank God Ed Hardy didn't have HIV because those would be embarrassing.
Eduardo. Eduardo, no, you're not embarrassing.
I think if
I
you,
wish you
I
said
think if
hi.
yeah, I think. Well, the reason I chose this question was because do people recognize you from your TikToks and do they come up and say hi?
They have
Yeah,
to.
and-
It's happened
and they're
a
really
lot
nice.
recently, right?
It's really nice. It's like we have a little
exciting.
notepad where we like write it down because it's like it's
Yeah.
really good. It feels good, you know, like you're like, oh, this
That's
is good.
so nice.
Also, the first time it happened, we were fully in an argument, like, like outside, mad at each other, and then like someone's like, "Oh, hey," and then we forgot.
Just
about-
everything went out
Yeah.
the
Oh,
window.
that's sweet.
That's so sweet.
Oh, that's so sweet.
I admit I was absolutely starstruck when I first met y'all because I do genuinely. There are a few people on TikTok that I genuinely get excited when there's something new, and y'all were that for a very long time. Now not anymore because I'm really into bi porn.
MFA.
on TikTok.
MF.
MFA. I have an MFA in bi porn.
That's cool.
I just realized that you left your jacket at my house from my birthday party, and I didn't bring it with you, with me.
Oh my God, my orange one?
No. Oh, maybe
gray
Are
one?
you saying
Gray.
orange because we're in orange?
It's
Yeah,
gray.
it
It's
might
gray.
be.
It's gray.
She says whatever color she sees.
I see, yeah.
It's synesthesia.
Okay, yeah. I'll get that another day.
What were you doing at Disney? You were just there to hang
we
out?
got to
or-
go to VidCon, and they got
Yeah.
us free tickets to Disneyland one night, and it was really fun.
It was really fun. We were featured creators, so that was
Wow.
like part of the. They gave us Meta glasses, AI. You ever heard of that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And see, I don't have any kids, so I don't care about the future of the environment. So I'm happy to use them. I'm happy to burn it.
I forgot they did that, so mine are still in my suitcase.
Yeah, mine are.
Oh,
still
they
in my
burn? They actually burn.
suitcase.
Wait.
No, AI burns the world down,
Yeah.
and
yeah,
I'm
it does,
ready
yeah, it
to
does.
watch the
They
world
do
burn.
kind of burn. Yeah.
Yeah.
When I
get
wear
hot.
them.
Yeah, so we got to go to Disneyland.
Yeah.
It was really fun.
Go on
Think about when
rides?
people
cute.
Yeah, we got a
did get to
lightning
go-
pass. We got an unlimited
wow.
lightning
We went on
Oh
the
my God.
we went on the new Guardians of the Galaxy, which was previously named Tower of Terror.
Oh.
And I gotta
Jesus.
say,
It's so much
this
better.
one was nice. It was fun.
There's no story. There's no like moving around.
So it's just boop, 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 boop,
you go up
and down.
and then you suddenly drop, and then you do that the whole time.
Is Chris Pratt in it?
He is in it,
He is,
but I
but you
don't
don't have to
count
deal with
points.
him a lot.
I don't
Okay. You have
count
to deal with
points
him a
against
lot.
it. And then we did
Okay.
go on Space Mountain, and I always forget how long it is.
Well, this one's long. Disney
one's
World
real
one
long.
is short. It's like half the size.
And we got churros. It was really it was magical. I had never been there yet, so it was fun.
And I love walking around with like a lightning pass, and I get to walk past all the poor people waiting an hour to ride this ride. And I'm like, I'm going to ride it 4 times, you bitch.
Wait,
That's
Darby,
exciting.
What?
I know this, but just for the pod, what do you feel when people come up and say hi and say they recognize you?
It's the greatest joy of my life.
It's really
It's
nice.
the greatest joy of my life. One of the ones that I still think about today that like, God, I wish it had worked out timing wise. So I have a niece who is 13. So she's at that age where like nothing impresses her, right?
Yeah.
But her uncle being a drag queen, she shows favoritism toward. Okay. She looks at me, she giggles. That's the best you can hope for.
Well, because you look like her dad.
I do actually look like my dad,
That's-
which is unfortunate.
dad.
Oh, my twin brother is her dad.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But I also look like my own father.
No, I would never say that publicly.
I was down in Orlando visiting them, and I said I'd take her to Ulta and I'd get her new makeup or whatever. So we go in, and it's me and her mom, and she wanders off as a teenager does. She wants to get away from the old parents,
The olds.
and someone who worked there came up to me and was like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry to bother you. Are you Darby?" And I was like, "I am." And he was like, "I'm such a big fan. I can't believe you're here, blah, blah." And like made this whole thing, which of course I was so excited about. And then I turn around to look at my niece Piper like, see, she's on a different aisle.
No.
She missed the whole thing. And so then when she walks up finally, I'm still talking to the person, and she walks up to her mom and she goes, "Is that one of Uncle Drew's friends?" And she goes, Yeah, that's just one of Uncle Drew's friends. And I was like, "No, it's not.
No, get it right.
Oh, Piper.
No, if you ever see me in public, just know you will make my week. if
Same
you
goes
say
for me
hello.
because it doesn't happen a lot. It's so lovely when
It's
it does.
so lovely.
Yeah. So
And tell me your shit.
listener.
Also,
Tell me
the-
about
Wait,
your bad day.
we've got a good one.
The funniest one is we went to the a haunted house
Yeah.
thing. It was like a haunted house thing, and so someone like scared us,
And my
then-
mom was.
and your mom was there, and as we were walking away, they're like, I love your videos. They were like,
They're like in scary,
They're like
they're
in scary makeup.
and like scared us first.
Yeah.
In like the fog, but
To
then
be
they
fair,
still said
you do that in your videos sometimes too.
Scare people.
Yeah, you scare him.
You scare him a lot. Okay, another reason that you and I connect, and I don't know about you, but we
find
love musical theater. Recently on the show, we talked about Stephen Sondheim's alleged sex dungeon.
What?
Not Stephen Sondheim.
What?
It was somebody else. It was Stephen Sondheim?
Yeah.
What?
No way.
I saw him once
Where?
No, you didn't.
at the Smith when
in
I
a
worked at the
dungeon.
Smith. Yeah, in the
No.
dungeon.
What did you say?
What's the
anything?
Smith?
Did he say anything?
He came during
Smithsonian?
lunch and he was like
was a rest-
kind
it
of
was a restaurant
decrepit.
in New
yeah.
York
And he was
City.
with a young boy. He loves him young.
He
Loved.
might have
art.
been. He might have
Yeah.
been.
Wow.
It was
Okay,
very
so
scary.
Legal.
So this
of course,
is in
legal.
regards to, we mentioned it on the show, the sex dungeon, and this is in regards to that. It's a quick
Oh my
one.
God, no way.
The emailer says, "Did I see it? No. Did my friend Patty see it? Yes. And I trust Patty because Patty's a fancy gay lawyer. He's friends with Sondheim's friend Selma and would go to Sondi's house every now and again. On
Sound
one
like made-up
tour,
names.
Yeah.
I changed him because he then emailed and asked me to change
yeah.
him. He would go to Sondi's house every now and then. On one tour, he stood up at the top of the stairs to the sex basement. Though he never went in and never participated in any way, he said, 'I saw enough to know it's a sex basement.' Good for you, Selma. I just hope he fisted guys to a fun 5/4 rhythm. Signed, Jay. P.S. All names have been changed except for Stephen Sondheim's. Obviously, I wrote that P.S. because he emailed me.
Oh my God. I
So
would let
it's
Stephen Sondheim
confirmed.
blow me. Or would have.
Yeah.
There's nothing like an incredible Broadway composer just sucking on your knob, you know?
What's your favorite Sondheim?
Really
Am I
quickly.
right? Am I right?
What's your favorite Sondheim vehicle?
Let's start with
Can
Mike.
I,
You wanted to go first?
cats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cats.
Yeah.
No, Andrew
No, that's Andrew Lloyd
Lloyd
Webber.
Webber.
But that was a really good
We don't
guess.
have to.
We're
Being a homosexual is saying things confidently without knowing what
Oh.
they are.
Yeah.
So
that was
yeah,
actually
wait,
try it
wait,
again.
again.
Try it
Yeah,
again.
do it again.
Try
So
what's
do
your
it
favorite
again,
Sondheim vehicle?
confidently.
Cats.
Oh yeah.
I love that vehicle.
What a great memory. All right, what's yours?
You know, it's kind of funny.
Do it. Do it.
Rent.
Yes. Yes. Keep hearing. Keep hearing. Okay. Well, can I answer earnestly?
Please.
Because I'm a faggot.
Ernest Scared Stupid. That's my favorite Sondheim vehicle. Go ahead.
Okay, we're up.
We haven't watched Ernest in so long.
We haven't.
We have to watch
And
Ernest.
a
Scared
Ronnie
Stupid.
I was
Dangerfield one.
obsessed with Ernest Scared.
Okay, I just watched for the first time ever the Back to School, Rodney Dangerfield going back to college. It's listen, it does not hold up. It is very offensive. It is so much fun to sit in that awful time.
Yeah.
As a young queer kid who thought maybe I wanted
Rodney
to.
Dangerfield was hot.
No.
Oh.
Ladybugs
Oh,
was
yeah.
huge
Oh,
yeah.
for me.
Jack A. Jack A's in that.
Yeah, and Jonathan Brandis, may he rest. What's your
sorry.
Ernest Sondheim? It's West Side Story for me.
Can you name off a few? I kind of forgot.
Isn't there like
Into the Woods.
Into the Woods?
Yeah, I was going back and forth. I couldn't figure
I
it out.
kind of felt like an idiot because I was like, I know Sondheim, so I know him, but then I couldn't think of anything.
Into the Woods. Into the Woods.
yeah.
What
Company.
other one? Oh, dar.
Oh, I love Come.
Company,
God,
West
I
Side
love
Story.
He did the lyrics for West Side
A
Story.
little
A Little Night Music.
Little Night Music,
I
Light
don't know
on
that one very
Piazza.
A Little Nut Music.
What was the one with the painting? The painting came to life.
Piazza.
George Sunday in the Park with
Sunday in
George.
the Park with George.
Sunday
Sunday
in
in
the-
the Park
That's
with
why we
George.
have grass because
That's why
we are
Sunday in the Park with
cultured.
George. Yeah.
Okay,
But I also love cats. Oh, don't get me wrong.
I love cats too.
Okay.
I want to thank
Hate
you
the way
both
it goes.
for helping our guests with these opinions. We now have a segment called Death Equals Lady, where our guests, our listeners write in with their stories of death.
Not because we celebrate death, but I find it so interesting because we as a society have created this environment where we're too afraid to talk about
Yes.
it. And so now because we don't talk about it, other people talk about it for us and it's become its own industry. And none of that would exist if we would just feel comfortable talking about it.
And I
know,
gotta
I
say, for
agree
an
with that.
advice podcast email, IMHOthePodcast@gmail.com. It's all Death Equals Lady stories. We could really use some more people writing in
Just like
advice.
yeah, because we've known everyone in your life is dead.
But we love you and keep doing you. All right, here's
Death Equals Lady.
Nice.
That's part of the song. Hi, ladies. And Michael, you read a question of mine last week, and I didn't realize I sounded so depressed.
Oh my God.
So I wanted to share a death story. Okay. A couple of years ago, I was living in Vermont. And my partner and I went into this antique shop. He's an artist who makes a lot of work with found photographs. So we were sifting through some old family photo albums. He found a couple he liked, and one looked like it was some sort of vigil with a woman's name written on the back. Her name was Patricia Scoville. I did some digging, and apparently in 1991, Patricia was murdered. Ooh. Her body left along a hiking trail that I frequented and even brought several people to. Her death went unsolved for 16 years, but was ultimately the reason state established a DNA database for crime scene evidence. The murderer was sentenced to life in prison, but died in his prison cell a few years later. It was eye-opening to realize that sinister things like that can happen in everyday places, even in small-town Vermont. My partner ended up not using the pictures because it seemed disrespectful, but I still think about Patricia. Love you both. Tyler. Okay, I gotta say, for a murder, that was so touching.
Yeah.
Isn't it touching that he still thinks about her?
Yeah.
Absolutely. And that her picture was in like a thrift store.
Have you ever known a murder victim? Not yet.
No, there was one kind of in my town. Actually.
You're from Wisconsin, yeah.
Yeah, and I actually have in my notes, it's
Oh, here she goes. In my notes.
Wait, a murder. It's called Murder I Remembered Happening in My Freaking Town.
You wrote
What?
that title?
Yeah.
That was great.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank
Very
you so much.
Sondheim like.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, but
very
look at-
Sondheim lyric.
I
wait,
found
you
a
have a picture
newspaper-
of the newspaper article.
Yeah.
Wait, so what is it?
Okay, what is it?
So, long story short, he murders a 39-year-old guy, murders his mom by strangling her and then stabbing her to death.
We all wanted to do that.
Yeah.
Am I right, ladies?
Because he was
She was
mad
a
at her.
bitch.
Because he killed his mother because she made him take pills and go to church and locked him up in a hospital.
Oh.
But I remember it happening in my neighborhood.
Oh, with like you remember it happening in real time.
Yeah.
Happening in real time.
That kind of time.
I'm
having.
on his side.
Well,
I think
I
we should
know, I
kill her
just said
more.
I do gotta wonder why did she make him take those pills and put him in the hospital? Not to victim
Otherwise,
blame.
he would.
He
kill
would murder.
her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it seems
You
to
know
have
what? I'm on
happened
her
anyway.
side.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm on her side. She
Yeah.
should not have been murdered.
What
Sorry.
about you?
Yeah.
Do you know death personally, intimately?
No, but
That's good.
when Brittany and I first started dating, and we would stay at her mom's house, Wisconsin is like the capital of serial killers. It's like if you look up any serial killers, they're all from there, and they would not lock the doors at night, and so
Yeah.
That's
I started
a suburbs
I
thing.
started locking their doors.
I
Yeah,
gave
he did.
head to an Uber driver in the in like the rubble of the hospital that John Wayne Gacy and Hillary Clinton were born in Edgewater.
Whoa.
Whoa.
And he still made me pay for the ride.
What the hell?
I know. I swallowed too.
Oh
So
my
fucked
God.
up.
my
I
God.
know. I am gonna kill myself after this.
Well, don't.
Did you rate him?
I gave him 5 stars because he got me home quick.
He was pretty good.
The only reason I was able to blow him is because he drove so fast.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you so much for coming today.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming.
You're at Brittany and Michael on TikTok? Brittany and Michael Comedy?
We should be, but it's at
Official-
official Home Sweet Home.
Oh, it's official Home Sweet Home
Yeah.
on TikTok.
we think we've thought about changing it though, but
Well, you're Brittany and Michael. Yeah, okay.
Have you ever thought about changing it to Magnolia Home?
what the hell?
We haven't.
Okay. It's
That's
already
really
taken,
good.
but I think it's beautiful.
Okay.
Do you have anything
beautiful.
coming up that we can promote?
Just we're on Instagram and TikTok and
On Instagram, TikTok, YouTube.
Facebook.
And remember, Justin Guarini is straight.
Yeah.
Just know that.
The P today stands for Patricia in honor of Patricia
Pedro-
Scoville.
And Pedro Pascal.
I really wanted to bring that up because I saw that he commented once on.
And he follows you guys.
Yeah, he
there-
follows IMHO.
And he's a fan.
so exciting.
Oh,
We were over the moon.
Over the moon.
Yeah.
There was a period of time where I would every day I would check to make sure he was still following.
Yeah.
us.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what
yeah.
you do.
Yeah.
I feel like that's
Yeah.
real.
Wait, you didn't like, because with Catfish Girl, you got a lot of like reposts from celebrities. I remember Kristen Bell was
Kristen
one.
Bell and Ryan Reynolds follows us.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of his
No.
anymore.
But I'm happy that he's
happy that
following
he's
funny
happy.
people.
Yeah, and Pedro Pascal should come on here.
Pedro Pascal.
Oh my God.
We would,
We
love,
would
that.
love to have, and
the
we
only
really want his
videos
sister
he likes
too.
and comments about is whenever she talks about her trans experience because he's such an ally because of his sister.
Yeah.
So what we need to do is make a video right now where Alexis says something profound about being trans,
quick.
and we all show support. Okay, go ahead, Alexis.
This Pride Month, I'm proud to be a trans woman.
Thank you, Pedro. All right, thank you, everyone. We will be back next week. Not with them.
Did you ever think I was going to be trans when you met me when you were 15?
Ooh, answer the question.
Oh, I don't know.
Did you know about trans? You probably didn't. No one
I don't
did.
think I did.
Wasn't
No one
she
did.
so girly though?
Yeah, I
can be
remember
honest.
dancing. I remember
Yeah,
dancing with you a lot.
little
would
faggot.
dance.
Wicked.
I never even.
Oh my God. I went to the
We
Wicked
dancing
open
parties
call
too.
once and I learned the audition choreography.
And you taught me
and I
it.
taught-
In a pool.
You're a great dancer.
Really
Even
great dancer.
Even in your most undercover
gosh.
days. Like, I don't know that I knew that you were trans, but I never, ever thought of you as a man.
Thank
ever.
you so much.
I just never saw it.
Thank you.
Faggot.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, see you next week. Bye.
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 Oh my gosh.
Opinion. IMHO.
I'm playing this game.
Okay.
It's called Stardew Valley.
Okay. I don't.
For those of you who know.
Let's talk about. We should tell them we're a couple.
Oh yeah,
We are dating. We live together.
this is true.
We've
We
kissed.
we have kissed. We don't have any animals.
Nope. We've made love.
Yeah, we've done that. We're not podcasters.
No.
But we have made love.
Yes. And you could probably tell our chemistry is just leaping off the screen right now. You could probably tell these are two people that have made love.
Yeah, go get a towel. You're probably sweating
Yeah, you're probably sweating. Your
from all this
butt and
chemistry.
penis and vaginas are all
Sweating.
probably sweating.
Yeah.
I know they normally take questions. We're not sure when they're showing up.
Yeah, so we'll just we'll have some questions. So what is the time?
That's a great question. What is the time? That's what you come to podcasts for, to
Talk about
talk about what time we're recording this at.
And it's
We're not sure. We don't have our phones on us. You're going to have to look at the time yourself. Actually, you know what? Comment below the time you're watching this.
that's fun.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be different. And
Nope.
for those of you who have the same time, like that's
Yeah, that'll be
twins.
sick. So we'll just give you a second to go
Give
ahead
you a
and
second to do
We'll
that?
just give you a second.
Nice.
You could do Eastern time, you could do Pacific time, whatever you want. You
do
could do
them all.
military time.
Do them all just to make sure.
Yeah, we'll wait.
Oh, nice time.
Great job.
That's a good time.
Whoa, how did you get that time?
Whoa, exclamation point time.
What?
Love those kind of times.
Hey, you should be in bed.
Hurry up.
And
You're late for work.
yeah, you should be at work. You work in finance. I think this is going really good so far.
I actually think so too.
Yeah.
Is this like an aside?
Yeah, they'll cut this.
Do you think we need to like talk faster or slower or louder?
I'm not sure. More energy, less energy. Do you
Oh
want to do
my
like
god,
an NPR
that's actually
thing?
a really good call. Okay,
Okay. What should our next topic be?
what we're wearing maybe?
Yeah.
Pastels. Michael's wearing
I'm wearing overalls.
overalls.
Taking a chance with these overalls today.
Looks good.
Thank you. So comment below. Tell me if you like them. Tell me if I should trash them.
Well, wait.
Yeah, we'll wait.
Hey, that wasn't nice. Oh, that's really nice.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
I said the same thing to him about those. You've got the same pair? Okay, I think that's good.
Yeah, that's good. We are in love.
Oh, we've made love.
No, we already talked about that. Being in love with you is like
Careful, kids. Cover your ears.
kissing a rainbow.
Oh, that's so cute. And being in love with you is like, it's like kissing a fish. A little cute.
No, I would
a
say,
cute little
yeah,
fish.
but I did like a kissing thing, so you do something.
Okay.
You do something
Being in
different.
love with you is like hugging. Hugging a tree. That's what it's
That's
like.
good, yeah. And then they could edit together so when you say hugging and then the tree comes right after it.
Oh, good call.
That'd be cool.
Okay, wait. Hugging. I could just do it again too. Hugging you, or hugging, loving you, being in love with you is like hugging a tree.
Aw, that's so nice.
I thought of that real
so
fast.
That's so...
Oh, what's in my bag?
Yeah, let's do a game of what's in Brittany's bag.
We've got mint. You know what I'm going to bring out, right? Tiny cards. Oh, so tiny there.
Yeah, so
This is
small.
a podcast. I forgot.
Well, it's a video podcast, too.
It's a video podcast, too. Oh, my God. They're going to be so freaked out when they see this mess in front of them.
Yeah,
Should I stop? I've got a measuring tape, some Band-Aids, some circle glasses, because
Yep.
you never know if your friend is wondering if circle glasses look good on them or not.
yeah, maybe we should stop this because
Okay. Well, do you want to talk about
this
another
is
thing?
probably I think this has been the worst part of the podcast so far.
But this is going to make them, and when they come in, this is going to be the big mystery.
Oh, yes. When they come in here, they'll think like, oh, man, they must be doing a really good job.
Or they're like, oh, crap. Was there like a freaking fight? Because look at that mess right there. Like, I can't wait.
Yeah.
I can't wait for them to see
Yeah.
this.
Well, they take actual questions, right, from their audience?
Oh, yeah.
How do we get one of those?
We can make one up. I bet you if we make up a question, somebody else out there has the same question. We could do like one word and then whatever, like, and make up the question, you know? Like, I say word, you say word, and then the question, and then we'll answer it honestly. We have to answer it honestly.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
I'll start.
Okay.
What
Is
the
biggest
color
you've
ever?
touched? That's a really good
question.
question.
What
What's
is the biggest color you've ever touched? Oh
That's
my God.
such an interesting question. Thank you for submitting that. Jarrett. Maybe it's like an aura thing.
Oh,
You know?
good. Have you ever gotten your aura read?
No. Have you?
There's this one guy, and actually he had circle glasses. He said that my aura was like
Orange.
or yellow. Orange
Yeah,
or yellow.
I think
don't remember.
yeah.
But the auras change.
So then my answer to Jarrett's question is orange, because as stated previously, we've made love. So
That's right.
I touched Brittany.
And I'm orange.
Oh, we're getting
Wow.
another question.
Oh, ring, ring. Take
The
mallet.
mallet
Take the mallet.
off
The
kitchen.
table.
Okay, that is not quite a question, more of a statement from Steez. That's not a question.
But honestly, a mallet. If it's a mallet that I'm thinking about, the mallet that the judge has, right?
Oh, maybe Steez is a judge.
It's a mallet. Don't put that on the kitchen counter. There's a lot of germs, and if you know anything about germs, they are really tiny and scary looking if you get real close up.
And leave your mallet at work. This can kind of be like don't bring your work home with you.
Very good. Oh, we got another question coming in.
Oh,
Ring, ring. This?
was.
Great.
Don't
You.
agree?
Yeah. Oh, there's more questions on there. What
Facts.
do
Ye
adhere?
to.
Whoa.
Whoa.
What facts?
What was the first part of the question again?
Is this great or something?
Yeah, this is great.
What facts do you adhere to? I'd say oxygen,
Yep. Gravity.
measurements.
Gravity.
Sing.
Gravity.
More.
We adhere to the rules of
Logic.
logic.
And Lampoon. Wait, National Lampoon?
So, like we said, Brittany and I together.
Oh, yeah.
Brittany would really like a cat.
Oh my God. I want a cat so bad.
I am allergic to cats. I know people say there are hypoallergenic cats.
Yes, hypo. I think it's hypoallergenic, not hyper. Well, actually, I don't know.
I just don't know that I want to live my life being sick all the time.
But so many people have done it and then they got used to it. So I actually think it's a thing you can do. 100%. Oh, 100%. I would love it if after today you left and you said, Brittany, you know what? I think I'll do a cat, or not do a cat.
I'll do a cat.
Oh my God! I think I'll take a cat. I think
I'll
I'll
do
take
a cat.
I think I'll take the chances of having a cat, and then I'll say I'll be with you along the way, babe, and I'll give you your allergy medicine when you need it. So if you are allergic to cats, write in the comments. Did you get a cat? Is it
Write in the comments. Did you get a cat? Don't tell us the answer. Just write. Did you get a cat?
Did you get a cat?
And we'll know what that means.
Thank you.
You know, I think our problem is we go through topics too quickly. We probably need to pick topics with a little more meat on the bone.
Oh, you know the other thing
for
too
all
is
you barbecue heads.
that's good. That's good. We need to have different opinions.
I
think
we
that's
might be too similar. You know, when you date someone for a long time, you start kind of becoming the same person. You start kind of looking alike.
You look alike.
Start having all the same opinions. So why don't you say something and I will have the opposite opinion no matter what it is.
Okay. Fried fish. I love fried fish.
Well, this is easy because I hate fried fish. I don't really care for fish much in general to eat, and frying it doesn't help it. And you know what? We took the opposite, but I feel like there's less meat on this bone than all of our topics so far. Should we give...
Sorry, I'm having an Altoid.
That's not going to be good on a microphone.
I know.
Should there be an Academy Award for comedy movies? I think there should not be.
Interesting. I think there should be.
Wow. Let's debate. Should there be like a best comedy, a best horror, a best action movie?
100%, man.
I don't think there should be. And this is really heating up. Put your social security number in the comments if you think this convo is really starting to heat up.
Whoa. Wait, do you really think there shouldn't be?
I don't think there should be. I think we should open up
A store.
No. I'm still talking about movies.
Oh.
I want to open up what a best movie means. They don't have to always be dramas. We should be more like when a good horror movie or a comedy movie comes along, they should be taken seriously and considered.
Yes, I agree.
No. You're not supposed to agree.
Oh, that's the dumbest idea I've ever heard. That's the dumbest idea I've ever heard of.
Yeah, call me a bitch.
You stupid stinky bitch. That's dumb. The dumbest thing I've ever heard of, you
Stinky
dummy
bitch.
stinky bitch. You little dick fart. Honestly, that's the dumbest thing you've ever said to me. That you think that there should be. Wait, you said they should be or shouldn't be.
There shouldn't be.
Baby, I'm telling you right now, Hollywood would be better if there was both.
Oh, here we go. And you can't believe you call me a dick fart.
I'm just saying as I see it, saying it as I smell it.
What can I call you?
It's got to come from the heart, baby. Give it a try. It won't hurt me because I'm so solid in my opinion.
You dumb.
You can go. Yeah, you can do it.
What?
Just do it from the heart.
I'll do what? Tell me. Just guide me.
You dumb cock.
Call you a cock?
Yeah.
Okay. Dumb?
Yeah, hurry up.
All right. You dumb cock.
What?
You dumb cock.
Oh my God. You can't call me that.
Hollywood knows what it's doing, and we're right in Hollywood right now.
You're the problem. You're the studio heads that's trying to like.
Oh wait, I think they're almost here. So
Should we pretend to be sleeping?
no.
Okay.